Hi guys, Deluded Guno. Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 3. What a game that was. That certainly wasn't a game for the faint-hearted. Let's get into it. Going into the game, we knew what was at stake. Chelsea play Spurs tomorrow. Liverpool drop points, and it's the chance to move ahead of City. We want to be in the title race come May, or in the pack come May. These are the games you should be winning. Going into the game, Bournemouth sit ninth. Um, we know about Eddie Howe. They gave us a good game at our place, 3-1. The scoreline flatters them. We know we have an idea of the progressive football they like to play. Away at Bournemouth, Liverpool bottled it in their fixture this season. Last year, they made us work for our 3 points. So we know it's not an easy game, but the goal from quality and what's at stake, we should be winning. In regards to team news, Bournemouth, obviously Jack Wilshere is eligible to play. Gosling came in for him. King came in for them. Stanislassi's been having a couple injury starts. I like Stanislas. He's quite a good player. Our regards, we welcome back Mustafi. Giroud, fresh off 2 starts, 2 goals, fresh off that, starts again, sorry. Ramsey comes into the side. Coquelin starts. I don't think I'm missing anyone else out. Usual suspects other than that. So yeah, going into the game, when the game started, first 5 minutes, apart from the first 5 minutes where we had a little bit of possession, we didn't look up for it. Bournemouth had the first shot on target that game, I believe. The first corner, we're testing from out wide, we're testing from range, testing check from range. They looked more positive. We looked lethargic and half-hearted and tired. We were half-heartedly pressing. It was just allowing Ake and Co to build and get behind us. They were having joy down the right. They had the lion's share of possession. It was hard to see which was the bigger team out there. They completely done what we do to teams to us, and they deserve their goal in the 16th minute. It is Bellerin's fault. It's a bit harsh on Bellerin because Ramsey should be covering him, but on Bellerin's behalf, he's too narrow. As someone who is a fullback, naturally you should expect your midfield man, especially someone who's naturally a centre mid and he has tendencies to neglect his defensive duties like Ramsey. You should expect him to not follow his man, so he shouldn't be as narrow. So he's at fault for that. That caused him to leave a massive gap. He was too slow to engage that gap and close it. And on top of that, he sadly showed Daniels inside too easily. Cooley slots past check, 1-0 up. Before we know it, we're 2-0 down. Break of play, Coquelin, I believe Coquelin lost the ball. Xhaka, who actually tried to bring someone down prior to this move getting started. Fraser's got the better of him. It looked like a tired foul, like you would do when you play football when you're tired and you don't want to chase after someone. Sadly, it was in the box. Penalty. Czech hasn't got a great record when it comes to penalties in the Prem, I believe. Confident penalty from Wilson, like in the first game. 2-0 up, and our players start arguing with each other. They look rattled. You saw Ramsey and Alexis arguing. You saw Giroud having a go. No one looked up for it apart from Koscielny, in my opinion, in the first half. And yeah, we got into half-time, rattled, disorganised, and the same old, same old. It just reeked of what happened against City and what happened against Everton. So yeah, second half started. We did look a bit more positive opening stage of the second half. We knew it was at stake. Ox, from when he came on for the injured Coquelin, sadly, looked like he was going to do something today, playing with a point to prove. We looked a bit more cheated up. In the second half, Bournemouth sat back a bit, but they still created chances and they still got forward and they still pressed and they still didn't allow us to get into the game, and they deserved their third goal. Again, Bellerin is too easy. It's too easy. 1-versus-1 with Fraser. Yes, he fouls you, but you shouldn't have to look to the ref, because like you saw today, there's going to be incidents where the ref doesn't deem that a foul. So he's young. I still think he's one of the best right backs in the Prem. But it's things like this that separates being a good defender and a great defender, because you've got to stop being naive. You've got to deal with that. You could have given it to someone. You could have done something. But unfortunately, he doesn't. 3-0 down, and there's a lot of questions and an inquest to happen. And then you see Alexis, man. Alexis is getting on it. Alexis is looking up for it. Alexis is doing this and doing that. And we deserved our goal, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. 70th minute, ball comes in from Mox, down to Giroud. Alexis flicks it in. It's 3-1. 74th minute, we was fighting for possession. It was a scramble in the box. Wonderful finish from Perez from a tight angle to draw us 3-2. Another one he's playing with a point to prove in the chances he gets, like Ox. Deserved his goal. 3-2. We're back in it. 2 points. 2 points dropped. 3 points dropped at this moment. At this moment, I'm just looking at the game like we need to. Obviously, I would like to win this, but from the position we're in, a draw is not the end of the day the most bad result. And yeah, going on, we looked like we were going to score. From when Gosling missed a tap-in, I knew he was going to score. I believe there was a red card at this point as well, by now as well, from a challenge on Ramsey. But yeah, Bournemouth were time wasting, like you'd expect. There's nothing wrong with that. They're playing against a big club. That's a big 3 points for them. Time wasting, like you'd expect. Giroud, who we were all bad today, but he was one of the better worst people, if that makes sense. But yeah, gets his goal, a little scramble in the box, a very, not the most glamorous goal he scores, but 3 starts, 3 goals. Like I talked about in my video about Giroud, where you lot should go watch that, by the way. This guy has a role to play at Arsenal. Games like this, games where we're actually putting stuff into the box in the second half, and you see what it does. And 3-3, yeah, like in conclusion, there's not much to say, but yeah, it looks great because we were losing 3-0 and we drew 3-3 and we got a point and we could have lost that. That's all fine and dandy and I'm happy about that. But it's 2 points, it's 3 points, sorry, dropped 2 points, sorry. See, I'm messing up my mouth right now. It's 2 points dropped. Like these are games we should be picking up points. We shouldn't have been in this situation. Granted, we looked lethargic and certain players look tired. Another reason why I can't understand the Jack Wilshere loan. I mean, I spoke about that back in August or something, or September. But yeah, we just look lethargic. We look tired. 3 points dropped in the race. We're being blitzed already by Chelsea, and now they've gone ahead. The onus is on them tomorrow. If they win, God knows we're really out of it. It's frustrating because now we've got the FA Cup on the weekend, but we just seem to crumble. Like I wouldn't even say there was pressure. Just when you think Arsenal can go out there and do what you're supposed to do, you don't do it. It's always the games you don't expect to lose. Maybe I'm bad luck. Maybe I'm just confident about Arsenal in the wrong times because I was confident in the City game and we lost. So yeah, but this is just not what you champions need to be doing. Yes, it's great we came from behind, and this is like against United earlier in the season and against Spurs when games we shouldn't be winning or we could have lost in an instant. We're getting stuff out of them, and yes, that's all fine and dandy, but it's always 1 step forward and 10 back with us now. Because now look, like especially with Liverpool dropping points, like, and the most annoying thing is these players will be back tweeting and doing their nonsense tomorrow. But final point, Koscielny, I really hope he's not injured. I hope Coquelin is not too bad. Monreal was holding his leg. Don't know what's gonna happen to him. But yeah, we just looked forward to the FA Cup game against Preston, and all we can do is move forward. 2 points dropped. This is not on. No Arsenal fan of any that has any self-respect for themselves should be happy about a draw. Yes, it's positive because we could have lost, like I said, but you shouldn't be happy about this. We should be thumping these lot. The stats suggest it. We scored 10 in 4 games against them. We should have thumped these lot. But lick our wounds and we go again, man. It's your guy, Deludicuna, signing out, man. Thank you for watching, as always.